All right. So wonderful. Thanks everyone for joining us today on this Core Devs call number 29. It is October 21st. Today, unfortunately, I think most of the Lotus team is unable to join us except Dragon. Are you planning on giving the updates for them today?
Yeah, let's stick to the theme of being quick. So we are currently running the 1.13 release train, and we are preparing for the chocolate upgrade on the 26th of October. Everything looks fine so far. And yeah, I just want to use the opportunity to change this thing this bug we solved with our implementers. Let me share that in a chat. It's around how Lotus fetches the rent. And this is something I already shared, but just want to make sure these are the FIP changes we are introducing currently with chocolate. So I think it's also a useful link. And if somebody wants to add that to the, I know everybody's kind of running on their own right now and has different priorities, but I think it would be useful to kind of bookmark these two and go through it afterwards. I think it's valuable information for other guys.
Sure.
That's mostly it.
Great. Do you mean having everyone go through and review sort of the implementation note after the call, or did you want to talk about this in greater detail in this meeting later?
This is already public info, which I shared before, but just want to kind of bring everybody's attention. It's happening on the 26th. These are the changes we're introducing, and then I think for the other implementers also the fix we introduced is going to be needed by others. So the 3613 should be kind of bookmarked for later for other implementations. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Dragon. I also know that prior to jumping on a plane, Jennifer and Ayush put together a quick little update checklist of sorts in the TPM repo on GitHub. There's a link in the chat for everyone there as well. And you can use this to check and make sure that all of the network upgrades are synced ahead of the actual launch of the chocolate upgrade. So this includes what should be 6 FIPs. I'll check with Ayush to see why FIP 26 wasn't included, but I assume it was just a mistake. All 6 should be present. There's reference to the Durand bug that Dragon just brought up. And the last one is compute the hash of the proposal. If the proposal hash is present, the quick little actor issue, this was flagged as well. Bug fix is also public information, and there's a link as well. So yeah, I think if you review this internally with your team and notice any concerns about making any of these adjustments, certainly let us know and we can coordinate between everyone and get you any of the assistance you need. But I think they're going to be relatively quick changes. Dragon, anything else from you?
No, all good.
All right. Lee, do you have an update from the Forest team?
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, so quite a interesting week for us, and this is our first release for Forest this week, the alpha release, and we'll present it more on the Orbit Day presentation today. And after that, we have a lot of different social media and blog coming about. So it's a pretty big event for Forest, first release. People can download, test, and run. By no means it's not a stable production version, but definitely the first big step for Forest as a Rust client for the Filecoin ecosystem. Yeah.
Yeah, we're super excited. Perhaps not a dev priority, but we'll have a lot of tweaks and blog posts also ready by this afternoon that we can use to support the announcement and make sure that there's details available every which way about the availabilities into the Forest network launch. So, all right, great. Next up, we have the Fuhan team. It looks like Artem, are you providing the update?
Yeah, good. For now, we continue to work with the stability of Fuhan node. Stress testing revealed several issues that we have already fixed. Now we are trying to achieve stable long-term operation of the node. That's our priority in Node. For the miner, we are improving the components of it. We needed this to continue testing scenarios for make a work stability. For Actor, we continue to implement miner Actor. We continue to implement miner Actor methods for all three versions that we CPP version of these actors. And also we done with the market actor. We also deal with the optimization problems of common components to make them more stable. And that's it from my side.
Okay, great. And Artem, I know that Dragon and I are going to begin meeting with Maxim to begin to discuss a little bit more about what these stability improvements and other type of bug enhancements and node developments look like. Is he still scheduled to return to the office at the end of the week? I think he was out until October 22nd.
Yeah, he will available in the Monday, I think.
Okay, great. Then we can reach out to him then. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Any questions that anyone has for the Fuhan team?
No, I would just like to make a remark that Maxim actually told me to move the call for next Wednesday, so he would definitely be available for next week. Just an info.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dragon. All right, then I think we'll jump over to Stephen. Any updates from the Venus team?
Hi. Yeah, I think okay. The first and the biggest thing is that we have Venus 1.1.1 out today, which is the mandatory version to support network version 14, which is chocolate in notice. And also along with Venus 1.1.1, and we have other modules also released, for example, including Venus Messenger 1.2.0 and Venus Miner 1.2.0 and Venus Market 1.0.1 and some others. Here I want to mention again about Venus Market, which is the one actually the community had been waiting for this for months. Eventually we have this released and launched to support the real deal, which is fully compliant with Notice. So you could use Notice client to send a deal to Venus Market too. Okay. Besides the coding and the development, and we have some other things in the progress. By the way, I want to introduce the status about Venus in Filecoin network right now. After we launched Venus, I think about half years ago for the first version to be running on the mainnet. So far we have over 70 storage providers are running Venus, and about 200 petabytes power was generated by Venus signers, which is good, I think. And another thing is that we are very close to incubation programs milestone 1, and we'll launch milestone 2. At the same time, we'll launch another program we call Venus Master. And we hope we already received many applications for the Venus Master and to support the Venus community from the technical point of view. So we'll do some training for them and to enhance the technical power actually, to have more people deploy Venus in the future. Okay, I think that's all. And any questions?
Thanks, Stephen. I think that update really nicely corresponds to the update we had last week. I'm curious, can you help me understand what differentiates the master's program, the incubation program, and then the 80 or so storage providers you already have working and testing on the network?
Okay. The incubation program is that we have set up an incubation center with some modules which are shared modules to help people to the chain syncer and message, and also mailing functions. So we'll lower the barrier for many small service providers. Okay, and in the second milestone of incubation program, and we will launch a sub program we call VLAS Master. We means that to have some technical person who want to support VLAS to be trained. So we will have three engineers from the community. We call them VLAS Master. So actually, it's a technical training program to have them to support some other small providers. Yeah.
Perfect. And that's different from the master's program?
Yeah, this we'll call it VLAS Master is because we mean VLAS Master means that this kind of engineers who masters VLAS.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Sorry, I was thinking you were proposing two separate programs, but this makes sense.
Okay.
Great, thanks. And congrats on the applications you've already got. I think 2 weeks ago, you said that there were over 20 so far. So I hope you've gotten a few more in the meantime.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you. Are there any other questions for Stephen about Venus? Right. So again, as said, I think this will be a relatively short call today. We do not have any other topics that are slated for discussion, and we do have quite a small group today. But if there's anything else anyone would like to bring on, or sorry, perhaps Dudley, do you have any security updates you'd like to bring to the group?
Not at the moment. I will be reaching out, as I always say. Stephen, I'll probably reach out to you over Slack to try to get some of the repos that you would want to be part of the Filecoin bug bounty program. Likewise, I'll need to reach out probably to Eric, that meeting that didn't happen yet. And then also when Maxime is back to discuss getting an external audit, but that is where we are at the moment.
Correct. Also, Dudley, sorry, I just saw the message you sent me on Slack earlier today. If you wanted to touch base with the Venus team one-on-one, I think Stephen would be your primary contact. Stephen, if Dudley wanted to discuss security in Venus, should he go to you, or is there someone else he should be in touch with?
Yeah, sorry. You could come to me. Yeah, just send a message in the Slack, okay? And I will. Yeah, I will check it, and I will. Yeah, if I need anybody else to help me, I will ask somebody. Yeah, from my team to in charge.
Thanks very much, Stephen.
Great. And we have no real FIP updates. There have been significant changes made to the Snap Deals draft, which we can discuss in 2 weeks' time when we have a larger quorum. Other than that, there are a few drafts that continue to be worked on, but there's nothing that's being ready to move towards any kind of community deliberation phase. And as always, we're continuing to work on clarifying and releasing process documents to provide greater clarity around the FIPS process. But again, nothing that I think is of interest to this group at this time. So one last time, does anyone have any other items they'd like to bring or discuss sort of ad hoc with the group? All right, then I think we can give you guys back the rest of the hour. Thanks again for taking time. I know everyone's sort of uniquely busy at the moment, but it was great to have all of you participate today. Appreciate your updates as always. We will get this meeting recording posted to YouTube and all of the notes linked as well, so you can reference them if you'd like. And otherwise, we'll see everyone at our next meeting in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.